fellow subscribers to the Nibiru channel, Planet X 2016. Once again, we are uncovering information, or actually this is in relation to disinformation and discrediting anything that has to do with Nibiru, Planet X, and the very, very high possibilities of this planet in our solar system. Once again, we've discovered very vital information pertaining to these government agencies and their tactics and their plans to fool you, the general public, the world's population. Another YouTube channel, Chris Potter, absolutely fantastic researcher and investigator, has uncovered and produced a video similar to what I produced a few months ago pertaining to outing these agencies of the governments and the countries that participate in this type of disinformation. This is an article that you see on your screen here, and this basically details the handbook that they are using to train these sub-level, low-level little government agents. What they actually think they're government agents. Basically, they've pulled their little decoder ring out of a Cracker Jack box, and all they do is they try to discredit anything that has to do with Planet X Nibiru, simply because they do not want you to know about this. And if you think deeply about it, they're trying to kill you. They're trying to get you killed. But I'm going to provide you with a link to this fantastic article. And it even goes into all of their disruptive operational handbook techniques. Also, the agency that's located in the bloody old UK, Joint Threat Research Intelligence Group. Well, this intelligence agency was outed on NBC News, and it was because of Edward Snowden uncovered this information based on these sickening individuals that call themselves human beings that try to deceive you with everything they have. And they are professionally trained government little sub-agents. And I want you to read this information. I will provide you with links to all of this so you can clearly make a conscious decision and understand these people that are spreading this disinformation are out to hurt you. Do you understand me? They are out to hurt you and your families. Now, let's look at something else. The Five Eyes Alliance. Oh, bloody hell. We've outed them again. Let's look at the countries that belong to this big national disinformation campaign. They are the liars. Canada, the United States, Great Britain, the bloody old UK, Australia, and the dirty guy that we know as Dave the cameraman down in New Zealand. And guess what they have done? These people are just absolutely horrible. If you read this article, it is going to turn your stomach. These 5 countries are running the complete disinformation campaign against you having any knowledge of Planet X and Nibiru. They do not want you to know anything about it. They want to keep you in the dark. And if you take a look at it, all of the videos that are on YouTube pertaining to Planet X and Nibiru, they are only being debunked by one man. And he's a government shill. And I'm not even going to give him any more exposure. He doesn't need it. He's a complete fool and a complete liar. But he's being funded by New Zealand and the Five Eyes Alliance. And these people are Luciferians. They are Satan worshipers. They are the devil from hell himself. So I want you to go over and check out Chris Potter's video. And we're going to listen to a little bit of Chris's intro because he does a fantastic job on this investigation. And Chris, if you happen to hear my video, love you, brother. You do a fantastic job. And I'm glad, very glad, that you're in this with all of us because we all want the same thing, and that's truth. We want disclosure, and we want the same right to fight for our lives that the government has. But let's listen to a little bit of Chris's investigative report.
Good morning. It is October 20th, 2016. We're going to talk very frankly regarding government-funded psychological operations, otherwise known as trolling in social media, specifically YouTube and Planet X research.
You go, boy.
What you're looking at is the art of deception training for a new generation of online covert operations, GCHQ. Well, who's that? In an expose by Glenn Greenwald, Guardian UK, earlier in 2011, basically exposed the fact that Western intelligence networks strategized to place trolls on the internet to undermine, discredit, and destroy critics. Western intelligence agencies are attempting to manipulate and control online discourse with extreme tactics of deception and reputation destruction. GCHQ is the United Kingdom's version of the NSA. We also, and I've also referred to the JTRIG Docs Joint Threat Research Intelligence Group in the UK, which describe injecting all sorts of false material onto the internet in order to destroy the reputation of its targets, and to use social sciences and other techniques to manipulate online discourse and activism to generate outcomes it considers favorable. I'm here to tell you that these operations are actively being engaged against people like me and other Planet X researchers.
That's right, folks.
I'm even fair to say I know who they are. I've tried to hint to you folks a few times. Specific channels as well as actual trolls, specific accounts on YouTube. A channel being a user. When I'm saying the difference between the two is someone that has an active channel that they're actually uploading content, they may be a full funded government operation. I'm referring to trolls that are YouTube accounts, right? They're channels, because an account is a channel, but there's no content there. Typically, there's never any content. And they're an online bully, is what they are. Okay, here's some more information to give you a little bit more clarity as to what we're looking at. The document lists a disruption operation playbook and subheadings, including titles like infiltration operation, ruse operation, set piece operation, false flag operation, etc., etc. One specific example is given on discrediting a target, setting up a honey trap, changing the photos on your social media networking sites, writing a blog purporting to be one of your victims, an email, text, etc. to your colleagues, neighbors, friends, and families. You're total psycho, whatever. Warning readers that the well-connected and ruling elite, displeased by this newfound proletariat freedom, the internet, have been...
See, folks, I've been a victim of all of this. They have shut down my Facebook page. They have placed pornographic photographs on my Facebook page, which has caused my personal Facebook page to be suspended for 10 days by Facebook. They have tried to place my personal address on YouTube using Google Maps, but unfortunately that didn't work because they were trying to infiltrate my driver's license. And before I started my Planet X publicized research, I changed the address on my driver's license, and I used an address where I lived on that street in 1979. Touche. So these people aren't as smart as they think they really are. But the majority of this disinformation is coming out of the UK, and it's coming out of New Zealand. And it's coming out, ladies and gentlemen, and fellow subscribers to the Nibiru channel, Planet X 2016. Once again, we are uncovering information, or actually this is in relation to disinformation and discrediting anything that has to do with Nibiru, Planet X, and the very, very high possibilities of this planet in our solar system. Once again, we've discovered very vital information pertaining to these government agencies and their tactics and their plans to fool you, the general public, the world's population. Another YouTube channel, Chris Potter, absolutely fantastic researcher and investigator, has uncovered and produced a video similar to what I produced a few months ago pertaining to outing these agencies of the governments and the countries that participate in this type of disinformation. This is an article that you see on your screen here, and this basically details the handbook that they are using to train these sub-level